Good afternoon. What I'm doing today is I'm getting everything ready for my lunch tomorrow. This is how I snack. I have this snack every day. It's very simple. It is 128 calories if you eat the whole recipe. I very seldom eat the whole recipe, or if I do, it's in 2 different stints throughout the day. So what I have, as you can see, ooh, we have tomatoes everywhere. That means they're fresh, right? So anyway, we had 2 ounces of mushrooms, 2 ounces of tomatoes, 1 ounce of celery, and 1 ounce of mozzarella cheese. And what I'm going to do with that is get it all mixed up. And then before I go to leave for work in the morning, I'm going to put a sun-dried tomato dressing on it. Total calories is 128. And if you'll see when I'm done here, this is quite a bit. You can do it in 2 settings. I try to eat every couple hours. That keeps me from getting overly hungry. I do find that if I let myself get too hungry, I overeat or I eat the wrong things. So this is how I battle that. I cut these tomatoes in half. That way that dressing, when I put it on there, can soak up into that tomato. I take and I cut the... I use either portobello or button mushrooms, doesn't matter. I kind of go back and forth between them. But I cut them in half, and then I cut them in half lengthwise, and then I just kind of wedge them. So it looks like this. That's what that is. And then that dressing soaks into that too. It's phenomenal. There are times when I put olives in it. I do the mozzarella for the protein. And if for some reason I'm out of mozzarella, I will throw olives in it for the same reason. The protein count on this is not really that high, but it is a really good filler. And like I said, for 128 calories for this amount that I'm getting ready to show you, it is a phenomenal snack. I have gotten, can't tell you how many people at work started on this. People that aren't even trying to watch what they eat or care, because it is that flavorful. Forgot to tell you, after I get all this cut up and mixed up, I'm going to kind of cut this in the same size like the pearls would be. Because you remember, you're only using 1 ounce, so you want it to kind of be through the whole thing. There's times I'll cut those pearls in half too. Not always, depends on my mood. Okay, I got that all mixed up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take dried basil. You can use fresh basil. I just don't keep fresh basil in the house, because I don't, actually I use enough of it, I probably could, I just don't do it. So, and I'm just going to sprinkle probably about, 2 teaspoons on here. And I'm going to get a spoon, or spatula, whatever works. And I'm going to mix it. And then I'm going to show you what this is, how it looks. It doesn't look real appetizing at the moment. I mean, it does, but it looks dry because it is. Now, if you see here, this is my finished product. What I'm going to do is put it in a baggie, and in the morning, I will add my ½ ounce of dressing to that. Yeah, let's get a big spoon. I'm going to show you how I fill my Ziploc bags. This may be kind of a silly thing, but I like this. Reminds me of my restaurant days when we actually had like little things that hold the bags, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. And then if you want, you can measure that as you go to make sure your ounces are right, but I actually measured it before I cut the stuff up, so I know this is the correct ounceage. Ounceage? Is that a new word? Ounceage? Weightage? Okay, I'm going to tell you how much the finished product weighs here in just a second. Get it all in there. Now I got to see, look how much that is. That is so much right there. That's way too much for one snack. But if I weigh it up, this is 7 ounces, and then I'm going to put a ½ ounce dressing on it. So it'll be 7½ ounces. And this could either last me 2 days, but most generally, especially the fact that I'm going to be working late, this will be a good snack to get me through till dinner time. because there's nothing worse than going to that snack machine. And where I work, we do have a fabulous cafeteria, but once again, I eat what's in front of me, so I don't make it. I haven't actually been there. I've walked down there with friends, but I haven't actually eaten there. I use my lunch period to walk for about 25 minutes, and then I have a desk job, so I actually eat at my desk. That's how that works. But I hope you'll try this, because this is a really, really good snack, and it's satisfying. And good luck on your journey. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.